On today's video, I'm going to show military members how they can get started in real estate investing with no money out of their pocket quickly and easily and make an amazing return. What's going on? My name is Bill Allen. I'm a military pilot, a Navy pilot specifically. Turned full-time real estate investor. I've flipped and wholesaled over 800 houses in the past few years, and I built this channel to help you think for yourself and not make the same mistakes that everybody else make and learn how to do it quickly. So real estate investing, it's a broad term, right? But basically, I want to have something, some asset that I'm investing in real estate that can provide a return for me. And when I got started, I was moving around all the time. I'm a career Navy guy. I did 15 years of active duty. I'm in my 20th year right now. I will be retired in the next 9 months. I'm actually looking forward to that and have the retirement card and not have any extra duties and just invest in real estate. But what I'll tell you is when I got started, I was moving a lot. I moved 18 times in the last 20 years. And usually it was 9 months to a year that I was in each location. So I wish that I had bought a house every single place that I went. It took me a while to figure this out. When I was in flight school or I was in grad school, so I graduated from Georgia Tech. I went to graduate school at the Air Force Institute of Technology. I was there for a year. I wish that I bought a house there. And then I moved down to Pensacola to start API, to start the early training of flight school. I wish I bought a house there and rented it out to my friends. And then I moved to Corpus Christi, Texas. Wish I bought a house there. Then I moved back to Pensacola, rented again. So I was paying rent nonstop until I got to San Diego. I was about 4 years into my career at the time that I bought a house. From then on, I learned this strategy. I bought a house every single place that I went. And I never rented except when I was in England, and I kind of wish I bought a house there when I moved there. So here's what you want to do. You have the greatest tool available to you as a military member. It's called the VA loan. The Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA, they give you a loan, a stipend basically, to go get a loan with 100% financing. You can finance a house at 100%. And it used to be a jumbo loan. There were certain limits on the VA loan, and a lot of that has changed. And if you're a disabled veteran right now, they waive the funding fee as well. So I have a disability. I have a veteran-approved, VA-approved disability. And so if I go out and get a VA loan at my next home, they'll waive the funding fee completely. The funding fee can also be rolled into the loan, which is the most magical thing in the world. You basically come out of pocket $0. I remember when I bought my house in Milton, Florida, in Pace, Florida, outside of Pensacola. They paid me $500 to buy my house. They paid me $500. Do you hear that? I did not pay a single dollar out of pocket. That includes realtor commissions, it includes closing costs, it includes everything. I got paid $500. I basically got the appraisal fee that I paid back from the lender and $500. It was amazing. So what I would recommend that you do as a brand new investor or somebody, maybe you're just getting started in real estate, but you have a VA loan available to you, to use that to buy a house. Now keep in mind, this is a house that you have to live in. So what I did was I used my VA loan at that house in Pace. I knew we were only gonna be there for about 2 years. So I used my VA loan, we lived in the house, and then when I moved out, I rented that house out. And I had no money into it. I had my VA eligibility, it was used up, but then I had extra eligibility too, so you can actually get a second VA loan. A lot of people don't know that or understand that, but you can get more than one VA loans, okay? So what I did was I rented that house out when I left. And so for you, if you're just getting started and you're young, maybe you're a young O1 or E4, E5, like a new sailor, or you're in the Army or Air Force or Coast Guard or Marines or whatever, you have the VA loan eligibility to you. So go buy a house. And you got a couple options. You can buy a house and live in it and rent out the rooms and house hack that house. You can go buy a 2, 3, or 4 unit house, which is what I would recommend. I would highly recommend you buy a duplex, triplex, or if available to you in the area, go buy a quad, go buy a 4-plex. So 4 and under is a residential loan. 5 units and up is a commercial loan. So the VA will cover you on residential loans up to 4 units. So you can buy a quad, okay, you can buy a 4-plex, right? Go buy a 4-plex, you can live in one of the units and rent out the other 3. And what you'll do is you'll end up making money on the other 3 and live for free. So I wish that I understood this strategy when I get started, and I hope you find this video early enough in your career that you go do this. So with the VA loan, buy a 2 to 4 unit. You can house hack the house that you live in, or you can house hack the quad, right? So rent out the other 3 sides and live in the single by yourself and rent out those rooms. So what you're gonna do, you get your loan, right? Go through the process. You will put those other properties up for rent. And then what you'll do is if you move out of that house in the future, maybe you PCS somewhere, you transfer, you can rent out the place that you were staying in. So if you bought a quad, you can rent out the fourth one now and make even more money. So you're likely going to make money just by renting 3 of the other units out. By renting out the fourth, you're really going to be rolling in it, right? And so I mentioned this in previous videos, but rental properties are the ideal investment. You see income, I is income, right? So that is the rent that you're bringing in every single month is income. D is depreciation, I-D-E-A-L. D is depreciation. You're able to depreciate that asset as a rental property over a period of time that is suitable to you. I like to use bonus depreciation right now. It's at 100%, and you can accelerate that by getting a cost segregation. And then you can depreciate the building. So you can get that right off on your taxes. It's E, it's you building equity. So the renters are paying down your principal on your loan by means of monthly payments. You get A, appreciation. So that property is typically going to appreciate over time. The longer you hold on to it, the more it's going to appreciate. And L is leverage. You can leverage the bank. In this case, you can really leverage it because you're putting no money in on a VA loan. So when I got started, I actually used a conventional loan. So I bought my first rental property using an 80-20 conventional loan. So at the time, it was in 2006. It was a signature loan. I got an 80% loan and then a much higher interest rate, 20% loan. But I had 100% financing basically on a conventional financing loan. And then after that, I did it again. I saved up a down payment for my second house and I used another conventional loan. I didn't understand the VA loan. I didn't understand proving eligibility. It was kind of scary to me. It just, I wish that I bought all of these houses using the VA loan in the beginning. So I highly encourage you to look into this, to use this as your strategy, and your first investment property can be one that you're living in. And that's the thing with the VA loan. You have to be living in the house and an intent to live there. That's a big key on using your VA loan. However, you can move out of it and you don't have to refinance out of your VA loan in the future. It's a huge benefit for us as military members, and for you. I hope this video is valuable to you and you use it. The other thing is a lot of people want to fix up a house, and there's actually a VA rehab loan as well. So you can actually get a loan for a property and get the fix-up costs. So you can force appreciation just like we do when we flip the houses that we do. So really important for you to understand this. There's lots of ways to make money, and this should and absolutely has to be your first investment property using the VA loan for the house that you're living in, especially if you're young, you're single, and you have the opportunity to rent out multiple units. And you can buy a quad or a triplex or a duplex, or you can even buy a single family house and rent out the other rooms in there and house hack that house and break even or make money just on your roommates paying your mortgage. I wish that I understood this strategy. I hope that you guys use it. I hope you buy a house. If you do, leave a comment in here. If you've already done it, tell me in the comments and then share this with some friends that are in the military. I want to bring some other military type videos to you guys. Being almost retired Navy pilot, I really, really love to help our veteran community. So I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you on the next video.